I just recently read this book called The Naval Almanac, and really, really great read. Naval is what he goes by on Twitter. He's got a following of over 1 million, and just his results alone, he's invested in some incredible companies. He founded AngelList, and anyways, I'm not here to give a biography. Just check out The Naval Almanac, Naval. That's how you spell his name. He hit on many, many things in this book, but the thing that really stood out the most to me was reading. You gotta read more. And when he mentioned this, the thing that really hit me, he'll read books, and he read books early on where it challenged his mind. You ever read a book and you just simply lose interest because it's not what you want to read? Perfect book, I'll give an example. What's his name? Will Durant and Richard Dawkins. Those books I read probably a couple years ago, 3 years ago. The words were too much for me, and I lost interest in the books. I might have read them, which that's the good thing to do, and that's what Naval says about. He says, listen, if you're having a hard time reading a book, it's good, because it's just like going to the gym. You can't lift 50 pounds right away going to the gym. And I'm talking, if we're doing them shoulder press, not everybody can lift 50 pounds. Maybe you can once or twice, but if you really want to grow, you got to get them reps in, dog. How many sets are you doing? How many, right? So same thing with reading. You got to get your reps in. If I give you a book on science, chances are you're not going to understand what it is. If I give you an extreme, just advanced book on the business world, talking about investing, and you don't even know the word invest in the definition of what capital is, how do you expect to read the book? Well, you got to do your research. You got to fully understand the vocab behind these things. Oh, but that takes too much time. You want to make money? You want to make an impact? You just want to be a couch potato all day. Let's be real. Come on. So what Naval is saying, you got to read books that challenge you. Because when you read books that challenge you, you might not get what it's saying. But that's the beautiful thing. When you read a book, you can reread it again. I'm not saying you got to reread it exactly after you're done with it. Revisit it in a few months. Revisit it in a year or 2 years. I've read the book Think and Grow Rich for the first time many years ago. I revisited it this year, and it just revolutionized my thinking. Because for the longest time, I'm thinking, I already read that book. I don't need to go back. Yes, you do. Because you were in a different phase of your life when you first read it. The first time I read Think and Grow Rich, I was doing network marketing. And I read it a second time a couple years later when I was living in Los Angeles for the first time. We were like in year 3 in our business, 2.5. And I just read it this year whenever I was in Houston, and we were in year 4. So we're in a completely different stage in our business and just with my life and where I'm at. And I realized, whoa, the chapter on sexual transmutation, I didn't get that the first time because I didn't have skin in the game. I'm just being real. But then now that I understood it, man, it's so powerful. So reading, it's not just about reading the books. It's about reading books that challenge your mind and your brain so you can unlock these different compartments in your brain to fully have an understanding of math, have an understanding of science, have an understanding of statistics. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not to say you might learn, what are these math subjects? Calculus? You ain't gonna need calculus. Let's be real. A lot of stuff that's taught in school, you don't need it. They just do that for memorization. That's all that is. But what Naval says, science, basic math like multiplying, addition, subtraction, dividing, you got to know that. Statistics, especially when it gets to investing and just being quick on the fly. If you want to be in the business world and you want to make a lot of money, you got to know math. You got to know these things. Now we have technology and things that can help us out with that, but there's just so much power in challenging yourself and learning it. Same thing with learning a language. Guess what? If you learn Spanish or if you learn Russian, you can make money in that language. You can actually gain clients in that language. Or if you don't even want to make money in that sense, at least have the relatability to those people. That's the thing. When it comes to being intelligent, yeah, you can say some people are born with intelligence, but when I look at intelligence, I look at people that just simply want to learn. And that every single day they read books. They're reading encyclopedias. It's funny because those kinds of people always got picked on as children and as kids. Wanting to read. No, play football. Well, at the end of the day, football, what's that, like a 5-year average sport? Maybe 10 years if you're lucky, or if you're Tom Brady. Nah, man, the brain, that's what'll make you a lot of money. All this physical, what's that gonna do? Yeah, you could be a LeBron James, but at the end of the day, there's only one LeBron James. Michael Jordan, making over billions of dollars as an athlete, that's rare. That is really rare. If you get there, congratulations, because you understand what it's like to take care of your body for one, but to keep going at it every single day to be the best. It's rare to be the best in your field. So if it's rare, you got to do the things that people don't do. The crazy part is, there's really not that much competition. There's no competition at all. Going to the gym every single day, reading every single day, it's not hard. It just requires self-discipline. Do you have the self-discipline to stay consistent? To say no to sugar? To say no to skipping a day? To say no to skipping leg day? It's a real thing. Do you have the discipline to saying no to sex all the time? So powerful. So again, reading. Challenge yourself. And it's not just for reading. Challenge yourself in other areas. That's all I got, man. I'm ending it.